Radio, a voice with you around the campus.
Hey, hey, hey!
Yo, yo, yo! What's up, TAR UMT?
Alright, welcome to TAR Radio, a show and a voice with you around the campus.
Brought to you by TAR Radio. We are Talk TAR and we are live in campus today.
Exactly, this is gonna be our last live broadcast for this semester. Anyways, my name is Jason.
My name is Ellie.
And today we will be your hosts for this last live broadcast.
Ooh, since it's your final week of the semester, we here at TAR Radio wish you all the best in your finals. Good luck! Don't cheat! Please don't cheat!
Don't fail your parents.
Talk student, talk campus.
Talk East, Talk West.
So,
Right.
okay,
so before we do anything, right, I want you to guess like what topic we're gonna be talking about for today.
guess what the topic are? Didn't we write this together?
Oh yeah, we did.
Anyways, we're gonna be talking about AI,
Exactly.
specifically AI usage in university nowadays.
Right, and thinking about it, we didn't exactly write this together. We also got some help from.
Yeah, I had. The ironic thing is, I had DeepSeek define what AI is. So I'm just gonna read it out loud. So DeepSeek defines AI as artificial intelligence that refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines, enabling them to perform tasks that typically require human cognition. Just machines doing what humans can. So they think, they provide you with answers. Apparently, they provide you with with like any answers now.
Okay, so-
You can ask anything at this point.
So you can ask anything. So it can answer all of my questions also.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it can answer what recipes you need to make brownies.
Can it determine my future, like if I'm gonna have a relationship this year?
I think. I know that ChatGPT has a function where it uses where it can.
Oh
They
yeah,
can do
the
tarot
feng
cards,
shui
tarot
one,
card
right?
readings. Yeah.
They also got freaking feng shui features
Yeah,
over there as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can upload your pictures of your room and then it will just determine the feng shui for you at this point.
That's true. There's so many good uses about it, but also there are also bad uses if you exploit AI.
Yeah, abusing AI typically brings very terrible results. I personally, I don't like ChatGPT. I don't like whatever AI is doing, but I cannot deny that I use it terribly often to define my homework and all that.
Right, and we can see a rise of AI among like students, like especially in universities and also in high schools. Whenever like people can bring their phones to school. In fact, 92% of full-time undergraduate students reported using AI in some form. So that's a big rise, a
Yeah.
sharp increase from 66%
Yeah.
from 2024.
Yeah, and who did you get this information from?
I asked this.
So clearly our lives and AI, we cannot be separated at this point.
Right. Now, let's talk about the usage of AI, especially in TAR UMT.
Yeah, sure. Do you have any personal experiences using AI in Tasi?
Alright, so from my personal experience, when I use AI, of course, like I use it for research purposes.
Yeah.
Definitely not for like essays or writing in any way, sort of form. Right, I use it for research purposes only, and it's actually quite good because like you get to save a lot of time. You can just ask them questions and then to provide you with the answers as well as the sources so we can find them.
Right. I think I use a lot of AI they generate the APA reference. You know, like the formula, like the APA
Wait, they do?
reference. Yeah.
What?
I don't know, but I had to. You have to put your like reference and citations and stuff in your essays.
Yeah.
You can just tell like the AI to like help you generate references and all that.
Wait, but doesn't that just
Yeah, sometimes it leads to really like. Sometimes it doesn't lead to like the right webpage or like the webpage just never existed in the first place. But like you have to check lah. That's why I say like use it like wisely lah.
I
Yeah.
see. Oh, and also another one is like whenever I want to do like presentations, I would always copy and paste like the essays I've written in the assignment and just tell DeepSeek or ChatGPT to just like summarize in the point form for presentation. Why?
notes. I write my own. So like,
Right. I mean, it's so convenient though.
Fair
Because like, it
enough.
just short form
fair
everything
enough,
for you,
fair
man,
enough.
right?
Fair enough.
No, I mean, you gotta be smart about it, right? You gotta
Right. You can't use it for everything, and I bring heavy emphasis on this. You can't use AI for everything. Please don't use it for everything.
Yeah, even if you do use it, you gotta be smart about hiding
Right.
it. I've seen so many cases where like students will just copy and paste everything from ChatGPT.
Right, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and then you can still see like
Traces
the
of
pattern
AI. Yeah.
from the ChatGPT where it says like, oh, here's an idea of all the things that you are trying to research about. It's like, come on, man.
Right. There's like paraphrase bots nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like students should know this. If you use AI for your homework, there are paraphrasing bots out there to like humanize your homework. Keep that in mind. That's terribly useful.
That is true. Oh, there is also. Okay, this is not sponsored lah. I'm just trying to recommend, alright?
Uh-huh.
So there's certain websites where it can help summarize lecture notes for you. So one of the few ones is TurboLearn, and the other one is
Okay.
GradeUp. But the problem is, of course, it's stuck behind the subscription. Like, you can only use it once per day.
We're gonna delve deeper into that later. Then.
That's true.
So why do you think people use AI now like more? Now like just they use AI. Like people nowadays they use AI more in comparison to whatever in the last couple of years.
Well, because okay, at first when it was still came out as new, people realized that like, wow, there's so much time that you can save. There's so many things that AI can do. One of them is definitely the research part. Everything can be done very, very fast, and it just helps do all the repetitive stuff for you. And maybe on some occasions, maybe the creative side, but that's
that's so painful to think of. Oh
That's
god.
right.
Generating creativity using AI is
And
meh.
also another reason why so many people started using AI is because like there's been cases where in the academic side, if you don't, some people who use AI can score better marks than people who don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's sort of like keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, the thing is that AI they provide you with really precise answers. This is my personal experience. I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna say anything else. But my personal experience with AI is that I had a lecturer, no names, no nothing, just someone who taught me. All their notes were ChatGPT. Like the lecture notes were ChatGPT.
I see.
Yeah, and then when I went on ChatGPT to search up like it's gonna be like functions of XXXXX, and then I search up in ChatGPT functions of XXXXX. It's the exact same one as whatever the lecture hall gave, like whatever the lecture notes gave. So it's just I was just sort of able to just score because ChatGPT helped me a lot.
So so this teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, so this teacher used ChatGPT to generate their notes.
Yeah.
Oh, so because of that, like you're able to score better because like it all came out from ChatGPT.
Yeah, and then when you ask ChatGPT, it's gonna give you the same answer anyways. So it's just you're just basically reading through the same thing over and over.
That's insane. I mean, if it really reduces your workload, then I guess. But I don't think you should use it as like I don't think you should just copy and paste it, right? You should just do it as like a reference.
I don't know, but like we stay neutral here for now. We're just stating stuff we know. You know, we're just stating stuff we know. We're not even gonna give like any more opinions into this, but yeah, more or less.
Right, sure.
So there are a lot of tools that students are normally using now. So for instance, like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and more on that. And I realized that this is what I just realized. I was using Canva yesterday for my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I only just realized that they have like the AI thing. You can now generate ideas with AI in Canva too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can do that. There's also a lot of websites where like you just give them all the information and then they tell them to like make a presentation for you.
That's so crazy, don't you think?
Yeah.
The way AI advancing right now is terribly fast in comparison to like a lot of years ago.
It's too fast. I mean, like how do you say? It really penetrates into the presentation market, the creative market.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, presentation, right? You can just copy paste everything, and it will just do everything for you.
Yeah.
So that might threaten like the people who are in charge of doing not just presentations, but just like anything that requires like computer design.
Yeah, and with that, I feel like we will talk about the negative side of AI right after a quick little song break that we have.
All right, so we'll be here in the meantime.
Yay!
秋天花瓣在飘落，我眼里忍不住掉落。坐在窗口边的我，回想起了从前的我。从前的我还傻傻的，从前的我还微笑着，没有心事的我，每天开心的我。怎么现在的我，好像每天闷闷不乐？怎么现在的我，好像不是我？谁能把我的快乐还给我，把我从前还给我，让我可以做自己，暂时忘记你。从小小的处往上去，像作鸟自由的飞行，没有任何的烦恼，只剩下自己。从前的我还傻傻的，从前的我还微笑着，没有心事的我，每天开心的我。怎么现在的我，好像每天闷闷不乐？怎么现在的我，好像不是我？还给我，把我从前还给我，让我可以做自己，暂时忘记你。从小小的窗往上去，像作鸟自由的飞行，没有任何的烦恼，只剩下自己。把我的快乐还给我，把我从前还给我，让我可以做自己，暂时忘记你。从小小的窗往下去，像作鸟自由的飞行，没有任何的烦恼，只剩下自己。秋天花瓣在飘落，
Good afternoon, I'm Yin Yun and you are listening to Data News. UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi called on Sabahans to move past the slogan Sabah for Sabahans in the interest of national unity. He stated that Sabah should work with Putrajaya to ensure the state's development. However, an analyst from the University of Tasmania, James Chin, responded that Zahid's comments could backfire on his party ahead of the upcoming state elections. This is because the slogan represents Sabah's identity and calls for greater state autonomy, including control over immigration, development, and resources for the benefit of Sabahans. Previously, when Barisan Nasional was in power, many Sabahans were already dissatisfied with the Pendatang Tanpa Izin PTI issue. Thus, Zahid's remarks may upset them further. Nurul Izzah Anwar has promised to lead PKR to victory in the upcoming 16th general election GE16. She said this after officially winning the party's vice president post with the highest number of votes in PKR's internal polls. She thanked party members for their support and trust, and she said is ready to work hard with the rest of the leadership team to strengthen PKR and gain the people's confidence. Nur Izzah, who is the daughter of Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, also said the new leadership team is made up of experienced and committed individuals. She believes this team can help PKR win big in GE16. She added that PKR will continue to fight for reforms, fair policies, and the needs of the people, especially those who are struggling. Russian President Vladimir Putin has invited Malaysia's King Sultan Ibrahim to visit Russia, expressing his wish told Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim during their meeting at the Kremlin. This follows the King's visits to China last September and Brunei in February. Anwar also invited Putin to attend the upcoming East Asia Summit in Malaysia, emphasizing that his visit would be a significant boost to Malaysia-Russia ties and regional diplomacy. Anwar praised Putin's leadership, saying his presence would be highly respected and impactful in the region. The Air Pollutant Index API will be broadcast twice daily on RTM, in the morning and evening starting today. The initiative is a collaboration between the Department of Environmental (DOE) and the Malaysian's Meteorological Department (Met Malaysia), aiming to raise public awareness of air quality. DOE Director General Datuk Wan Abdul Latif said the partnership will enhance data integration and improve the country's ability to respond to air pollution in the future. The public can also access real-time and detailed API information via the DOE's official website or the MyJAS EQMS mobile app. The Malaysian Sepak Takraw team has achieved a great victory. They played against Thailand in the final match of the Asian Cup for the Regu event. The Malaysian team, made up of 3 talented players named Farhan Adam, Shahir Rosdi, and Aslan Alias, played incredibly well. They managed to win both sets of the match without losing any. The score in the first set was 15-12 in favour of Malaysia, and they continued their strong performance in the second set, winning 15-9. They had also defeated Thailand in a similar competition, the World Cup, just last year in 2024. After this latest victory, one of the Malaysian players, Shahir Rosdi, commented on their performance. He mentioned that even though they won, they still need to work on making their serves better. This is because they know they will be facing the Thai team again soon in another event called the team event, and they want to be even more prepared. That is the end of Thai News of the Week. The sources are from The Star, New Straits Times, and Free Malaysia Today. Thanks for listening, and this is Yin Yun.
All right. So, welcome back to our show. So, welcome back. We were just talking about the good side of AI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now,
For the fun part.
for the fun part, we're gonna be talking about the downsides of AI. I know you fools out there using AI in the wrong way.
I'm going to be dishing AI. It's gonna be run through when I'm finished with
so
it.
good. It's gonna be so good. All right. Anyways, so what's the first one?
Why AI bad?
Why AI bad?
Why AI bad?
AI bad? Okay, the very obvious one law. Okay, replacing manual and creative jobs.
God. It's like, so everyone knows that AI can do anything, right? AI can do anything now, and AI is cheaper than manual labor.
It's cheaper. It can do everything for you, and it's so multi-purpose that you're just a solo company at this point.
Yeah. So nowadays, companies just use AI instead of actually hiring people. Like, regardless of it being manual jobs, service jobs or like creative jobs, they don't hire graphic designers anymore. They just straight up use AI to graphic design.
Exactly. And now it's even taking over journalism. You know why?
Right. AI can now write your articles.
Exactly.
God.
Now, talking about graphic design, you know there's been recently a lot of cases where the news press, they will always use AI to generate like Malaysian arts, and they always mess up. They always mess up the Malaysian flag.
They always mess up the
Yeah.
flag.
Three.
So
3 cases so far. 3.
So AI isn't foolproof. It's not a completely what's the word? It's not complete. Like it can't
complete.
do everything precisely with precision like humans can.
Yeah, we
At
can.
least for now lah.
At least for now. At least for now,
ah.
we can still distinguish like what art style is from AI, what art style is from humans. Because you can tell that AI has this sort of like art style where like the shading and the lighting is, it's very.
It's always the word. It's very hard to look at, I fear.
It's very hard to. Yeah, you look at it and you just feel off. It just feels off.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Right.
So companies are now using AI because it ups their efficiency. But unfortunately, efficiency doesn't equal to quality. It doesn't ensure quality.
Right. So even though, dude, this is one thing that I am so fed up about like recent companies where they just they kept defending themselves by using AI to replace human labor, is by saying, oh, we just need to post more content. We just need to have more content on the way. It's okay, like AI does give you some quality, but it's not the best quality. Right.
Actually, this reminds me of a certain TikTok post from a university lately. Not naming names, but a university recently posted on their social media saying which Avengers is your major, like your college major, like which Avengers is it? And they had like AI generated image of you know Master Wong from like Marvel, like the guy, the sidekick, the Doctor Strange's sidekick, Wong.
Yeah, the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, the Sorcerer Supreme now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they just AI image him doing chemistry in a lab.
This is so.
And then there was like 30 likes and only one comment that said fire your social media manager.
I was only 30 likes. Okay, thank goodness, thank goodness. Alright, so
yeah.
alright. So speaking about companies, right? You know, recently, Duolingo.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, not my duo. It's no longer my duo. I
My-
cannot stand by this.
Not my little green bird, man. I tell you, Duolingo has implemented AI.
Yes,
to-
it's now using AI to teach people languages. And for those of you who doesn't know, like language is very nuanced. Language depends on context. Language depends on what people are trying to say or convey in that moment. It depends on what the context is. It depends on what which words you emphasize. So for AI to just replace what Duolingo was and to just teach language is it's practically impossible for AI to teach language because of how nuanced it is.
Exactly.
So now they replaced that, they're trying to implement AI into it, which is why a lot of people got really mad over it. So everyone is upset. They say you know how died like a few months ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're saying like that.
Oh,
That's when the real
that's-
duo is dead. Now
That's when
it's
the real-
AI
okay.
now, and
That
it's
makes
so
sense.
sad to me.
They all do it. They all kept defending themselves with it's the exact same statement. Oh, we're trying to push the creativity more towards the human side. Or we're trying to give all repetitive tasks towards the AI. But you can tell that a lot of like creative parts of Duolingo has dulled.
Yeah, and it really is all because of AI. AI is uncreative,
It's,
unimaginative. It always generates the same thing.
But it generates money though.
Oh, no.
It generates money though. So every company, whenever there's a possibility to gain more profits, they will do it. All right, and even if it means like
Right.
replacing your jobs.
No company is good out here.
No, I mean some, but they often get overshadowed by like these really
Big
greedy
companies.
companies. I tell you.
Wow. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
So AI is being capitalized. What do
Yeah.
you know about it?
What do I know about it? Well, what do I know? It's basically, when there's a way to monetize your service, they will. So capitalizing, as in like a lot of stuff, a lot of features that used to be free, is now being monetized.
Yeah, and because these companies they're implementing AI into it, so they add this behind a paywall and be like, we're adding AI. It's gonna be so much better. You guys need to pay for this service because we're implementing AI into it now.
Yeah. Oh, another example is Galaxy AI. I'm sure a lot of people have started hearing about Galaxy AI in their Samsung,
Your Samsung
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
You know, where like you can color like in a certain part of an image and tell them to remove it, and they'll
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
generate-
Oh,
it's
and
quite
I
nice
think
lah.
you can also like your still images.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can like
make it move.
make it move, something like
It's
that.
good. It's actually quite fun to use, and people are really enjoying this feature. But then, it's gonna be free until the end of 2025. Then it's gonna be a subscription plan again. There's so many. Nowadays there's so many things. It's a subscription plan. Even every like stuff can be buy now pay later, right? You know the whole buy now pay
Yes,
later.
the buy now pay later scam. Oh my god. For
It's so
those of you
dystopian.
like who don't know, buy now pay later essentially just it encourages overconsumption. It tells you that you can pay later, but then the pay later will include more fees. So essentially you're
Like interest
paying
fee.
more.
Yeah. So it's basically an installment plan lah. So right now you can, I mean, in the short term, right, you pay lesser, but in the long term you're just accumulating more and more debt.
It's so sad.
It's so sad nowadays. I saw an ad. KFC is now implementing the buy now pay later.
You can buy food now and you can pay for it later.
No, it's insane. You know the economy is bad when even your dinner is paid by an installment plan, man.
Well,
Come on, you can't even pay your dinner for tonight. You have to go for 3 months. Why?
regardless, everyone is using AI now, companies or whatever, regardless, but everyone is using AI now, regardless of creative or manual industries. So
Exactly.
we're gonna go one by one. Let's just start with military. Military is implementing AI.
Yep, a lot of stuff. And one of the very notable ones is Palantir. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm sure a lot of stock boys, a lot of
Stock boy.
yeah, a lot of Wall Street boys have definitely heard of Palantir. So it's a company specializing in big data analytics software platforms. All right. So basically, just in a nutshell, Palantir specializes in military.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they implement this whole big data analytics thing, this system into your military, as in like they will detect what is infrastructure. They will
Oh,
detect
okay.
what is a human, and within a lot of stuff, they will definitely like detect what is a military personnel,
Uh-huh.
those trucks and everything.
Uh-huh.
So it's giving more precision strikes. So one of them is AIP, to conduct faster real-time decision making.
Well, that's dangerous, isn't it, considering the state of the world?
Yeah, it's dangerous because right, when you're too reliant on AI, and when you're too reliant on AI, right, you're just gonna brush off any skepticism. So eventually, when it comes to a point where the AI tells you, oh, this is enemy infrastructure, when it turns out it's actually like a school or a hospital,
You're just gonna believe it.
Yeah,
and
because you're
then-
too reliant on
and
AI.
then stuff happens.
stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so. Well, we're going to move on to the creative industry. This one, I'm terribly passionate about it because I study to have a future into the creative industry. So this impacts me a lot because I'm terribly sad about it. AI right now, it can write scripts, make movies, generate pictures, generate videos, and all that stuff. So it's really bad because I don't have the words for it. It's just really sad because AI is now taking what people are feeding into it. So for instance, like
Yeah.
you have your Ghibli art
Oh,
trend.
Studio Ghibli Prats.
Yeah, the trend that was
the
in
trend.
before. You
That's
feed
insane.
people feed ChatGPT art of Studio Ghibli, and then
Oh.
it generates out.
Basically, like, it generates out arts that represent the Studio Ghibli art style.
They generate it in that kind of style, and it's really saddening to see it because people are saying this makes art accessible when in reality art was always accessible even without AI. You can just draw, like you can just pay artists, you can commission artists, and this already makes it like it's already hard for artists and people in the creative industry to earn in the first place due to how many people are like, oh my god, this should be free, art should be free and all that. But now with the rise of AI and what AI can do, it makes it even harder for people in the creative industry to survive off this.
Exactly, and not just that, people are using the Studio Ghibli AI art to
Make some really
sway-
bad stuff.
No, I mean bad stuff, and also to sway the public, especially when it comes to like really powerful politicians, powerful people.
Oh dear.
Yeah, recently Trump. No, not
Oh
recently. It's just
dear.
a few weeks ago. Trump made an AI art. Trump made an AI
God.
art of one of the ICE officers deporting a U.S. citizen. so it's
Well-
Studio Ghibli art style. So it's giving the sense of like, oh, they're very silly, very friendly.
Yeah, like I think the officer was smiling in the art,
Yeah, and
and it
there's
was like
also-
it was really childlike. If that's a way, that's a way to say
There's
it.
also a few like IDF officers also generating Studio Ghibli AI art to promote their Israeli propaganda lah.
Yeah. Oh, and this also reminds me.
Yeah.
That day I was studying and I just went on YouTube, clicked on a playlist, played it, and halfway through it, I read the caption. Everything was AI.
Oh yeah.
All the music produced
Oh.
were AI. So AI can even make music now.
Yeah, it's insane. There's
Oh,
been a
God.
lot. There's been a big influx of like AI like study playlists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that really sucks. And the thing with it is that it's not complete. Like it's as if there's something missing from like the songs.
Mm-hmm.
So and this really is just taking away everything credible about like the creative industry, and it's so sad.
It's scary also because like sometimes it's placebo. Because the reason why I'm saying it's placebo is because AI right now is becoming more and more like it's becoming harder and harder to detect whether it's made by
Yeah.
AI. So if you don't tell a person that this artwork or this music was generated by AI, right, they will think that like someone made it.
Yeah. And this really like all the credit from like artists, musicians, they're just gone just because.
Alright, now it's all the not just creative jobs, right? Just jobs in general.
Yeah.
People are using AI for jobs and education. You know?
So, have you cheated?
Have I cheated? No.
Well,
No,
I
mean,
have.
okay. I cheated in SMK, alright? No, not university. I swear, don't. No. Okay. So, I mean cheating, but not using AI lah. So that time in SMK.
Oh yeah. Because that time in SMK we cannot use phone. What?
Yeah, we cannot use phone.
Yeah, so like we couldn't use AI to cheat even if it was there then. But like right now we can. Not encouraging this, by the way. Please do not cheat.
Okay,
Oh my
but
god.
how though? How do you cheat in exam with AI? Okay, you can't even bring your phone into the exam hall, right? But then how do you cheat with AI?
I think physical exam, it's harder to cheat with AI. I'm pretty sure people will still do it regardless, but
Right, yeah.
you know how those interviews online goes, like online interviews and
Oh,
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now AI, like you can voice input into AI, right? So people are just gonna have a separate device because it's so accessible. They just have a separate device and then they just sort of let the AI listen.
answer the questions for you.
And then the AI will give you answers, and then you'll just answer the job interview like that.
Oh, it's insane. Cause if it's so easy to do it also, everyone can do it. So at some point, right, employers are gonna be super skeptical about each interview.
your each interview, each answer, everyone is there's gonna be like in the back of their minds they're gonna be like, is this AI?
Yeah.
Is this AI that's giving this person this interview an answer right now?
It's scary,
Yeah.
and the more people are using this way to like do like ace job interviews and ace exams, right, the more other people who are not using it are gonna be encouraged to do so,
Right.
because like AI performs better than humans, and if you don't
Yes.
use AI, even though it's morally correct,
Yeah.
you're just missing out.
You're
lah.
falling.
You're falling
out.
behind.
You're falling behind, and
Yeah.
you cannot keep up if you're not using AI.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, I mean cheat in exam. I mean recently like the Meta glasses lah. The Meta glasses.
Oh, ew! Those are so dystopian. Like those are like the ones you would see in the movies, like those Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that. So there's Meta glasses now, basically where like it will show. It's basically VR glasses, but they will show you. There's like UI stuff. There's gonna show you like documents.
UI.
Yes, and with AI, right? If you wear these glasses, it will generate like answers for you.
Right. God.
Yeah, it's
My
it's
God.
insane. So
That honestly, that sounds both fun and disturbing. First of all, I would love to see how it would give answers right off the bat, but at the same time, then what's the use of the human brain? If you could just get answers right off the bat, why do you
Alright.
need this anymore?
Exactly. Yeah, speaking about human brains, right? With so much reliant on AI, humans are just using less of their brains now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's insane. It's
oh.
insane. It's because like we there's so much cognition that is required to do a lot of tasks, but AI can do so much of that task. So at a lot of times, a lot of childrens, they will start complaining like why they need to do essays, why they need to like do this, do that.
Right, if AI can do it for me, why do I still have to learn how to do it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then they're stuck in this mindset of like writing an essay is the point of writing an essay is to get better marks. When the whole point of writing an essay is to see how you can think of a point and then like
to just try to your creative process, how you think. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be like that.
Exactly.
But now everyone's using AI just to get the higher score, just to get a high mark for it.
The highest score and all that. But well, turns out with AI rapidly changing the world, the human world in this environment, right? Becoming super reliant on it. There's definitely gonna be a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of effects on the world currently because of how fast AI is improving.
Exactly. Now, for our next segment, we're gonna be talking about the current state of AI. But before we do
Yeah.
that, let's have a little song break. So,
Yeah, and we'll see you later.
Mhm.
闭上眼睛，仔细倾听你温柔声音，就像是为我而写的交响曲。轻呼吸，触动我身体每个神经，一开眼幕就快要降临。I'm ready， baby， 你让我无法忘记，独一无二浪漫气息，深陷于你迷人眼神，如何脱离？经过你手中的红酒瓶，带着味道音乐响起，在此时此刻世界只有我和你。Dance all night， 情绪还没扑来，满足我所有期待，Wake up on my side，如此 Oh my， 今晚觉不觉得呼吸呼吸，脚步缓慢地走向你，微弱的烛光增添几分神秘。夜深人静，Just right with me， 不需要多虑，听见音乐在这响起。Are you ready？ 哦，就让你和我 dancing to all night long，like in utopia。Girl, you won't be alone. Dance all night， 沉睡还没回来，满足我所有期待。Wake up on my side， 如此渴望投入你胸怀。Oh my， 永远不会倦怠。Baby， 我该怎么抗拒温柔而致命的声音？感受着彼此的呼吸，心跳加剧。Just follow me， 梦游仙境，轻扬着动人交响曲，不需太多甜言蜜语，我只属于你。Dance all night， 沉睡还没谱来，满足我所有期待。Wake up on my side， 如此渴望投入你胸怀。Oh my， 喜欢却不选择。Dance all night， 沉睡还没谱来，满足我所有期待。Wake up on my side， 如此渴望投入你胸怀。Oh my， 今晚觉不觉得？
All right, welcome back to Talk
Talk
Talk.
Talk.
All right,
Yeah.
so we are back. We are going to be talking about the current state of AI. So just now recently, before the song break, we talked about how like we become super reliant on AI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are the current events that are happening within AI?
Because we are so reliant on AI, a lot of information is false, and people believe it easily because we are so reliant on AI.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. One of the recent cases is the, it's the all right. So not recently, the latest case is the Saudi prince.
Oh my god.
Saudi prince got his X account hacked.
Yeah.
There were some AI elements used during the sabotage, and then the hacker tried to promote meme coin.
Yeah.
Launched a meme coin.
So he tried. He tricked everyone. He used AI to trick everyone into believing that the Saudi prince, was promoting this
meme coin. Yeah, this meme coin. I forgot what it's called. I think it's like Arabia coin or something like that. Yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
They chucked out like how many? I forgot how many already, but I think it was like over the hundreds of millions. And it's insane. That's how much they rug pulled out of this little situation.
Yeah, so now that AI can generate videos and generate like articles, my mom has been sending me a lot of AI articles.
Oh, same. My dad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and it's weird. They all have like the same like kind of title that's like, beware, Scammers,
It's like
beware.
dun, dun.
Candy makes you have cancer.
There's a lot. So my uncle recently sent me a video where he's talking about like this Beijing old folks home started using
Oh.
AI AI robots to help take care of like old people over there.
Yeah.
And the videos they send it's so AI. It's so
It's
obvious.
very AI.
It has the smear, some things
Some
are
things
supposed
is
to
like
wobble.
wonky and all that.
And then like there's a lot of stuff happening in the background where you can't tell like what is
yeah,
the
what
item.
is that?
Yeah,
Right.
but he sent me and he said like, oh, this one AI, this one not bad AI. Beijing very good, Beijing. Very
Beijing has
Dude,
AI. AI
it's-
take care old people. AI so good.
Yeah, man. I feel like the people who are easily affected the most are probably like the older demographic lah.
Yeah, I think it's because memang it's really because that people rely on AI so much nowadays. I think they just believe anything they see online. My
Yeah.
mom once saw like a bird. Like
bird.
it was a pet. It was someone's pet.
Okay.
But like like the video, you would know that the video is AI generated because the bird was like multicolored.
Okay.
Yeah, the bird was multicolored.
Okay, the bird was
yeah, and then once you took a look at it, you would notice like, oh, the beak is like a bit wobbly, like it's wonky. The video is
Oh.
not complete.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like weird, but like my mom is just still like, oh, look at this bird. It's
so many
so
people. It's insane.
pretty. This bird.
Yeah. Oh, and not just that, right? Because like you know how AI they have this whole what's it called again? Deep learning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, deep learning, right? So basically like you feed them information and then they will
Oh
start
yeah,
learning.
yeah.
It's gotten to a point where like you feed them audios or images
Oh,
of your
yeah.
friend or
Yeah.
any close person
Yeah.
that you're very close with, any person that you're very close with, and then they will start replicating the person's voice.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
sounds creepy, doesn't it? That sounds like a horror movie plot.
There's been cases where like people got scammed because there was this random number that called them, and then it sounded like one
Their
of their friends or their relatives.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that is scary. That's really really creepy. That really just that vibes like a whole horror movie on its own.
It's a horror. Yeah.
I've
yeah,
seen
it's
like
very
speaking
dystopian.
like of dystopian and horror. I've seen because AI. You know how AI can learn, right? Like you said, AI can learn.
Yeah.
There was this reel that I went through, and it was a guy experimenting with ChatGPT. He asked ChatGPT, "Hey ChatGPT, if you were to take over the world, what would you do?"
All right.
And then ChatGPT responded. ChatGPT said that its first step would be to make itself so reliable that humans rely on it and it only for answers everything. You come to me for everything. You come to me for what you want to eat for dinner. You come to me to how to cook this, what's the recipe for that, how to text someone back. ChatGPT makes itself so reliant that it starts affecting your decision making. And then
Wow.
every single part of your decision is calculated because the AI tells you to do it and you just do it accordingly.
Uh-huh.
And then it'll start slowly taking over the world like that. And its final its final words were like, I will own like, and all of this will be done because you asked me to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's scary. It is creepy as hell.
It's on the way there though. It's on the way
yeah,
there. It's on the way there.
oh
Okay.
god, oh dear god.
Please, AI overlords, I love you guys. All right, I am not in any contribution of this matter.
Yeah, I'm totally so stoked for AI. Please don't take over the world.
And not just that, right? We've humans are starting to lose connection with each other.
Oh
now.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
That text that your ex sent you, AI generated.
It's
That
all AI
apology letter, AI generated.
Yeah, there's you know how like people always send the really good messages after you vented to them. It's probably generated
Yeah,
by
AI generated. So generative AI is also making it really harder to impose copyright laws. So for designers, right, their work is used to feed and train the AI, which then create images just like the designers, and the designers cannot sue for copyright because they are AI generated. So
Right.
there are yet to be regulations or like rules for these things. So people can just feed your art to AI, and then AI can replicate your art.
Yeah.
And then they'll put it online, but you cannot sue them for copyright. You can't even take it down because there's no regulations for it yet.
Okay, so there's no regulations. All right, so it's insane. It's insane because AI is expanding. It's expanding so rapidly, and it's so fast that like the regulations cannot keep up. because eventually the moment you put up regulations, there's gonna be new loopholes to
Yeah.
to implement or like people to exploit.
Well, but on the bright side, we still have to say that on the bright side, with how AI brings bad, but like it really is useful and people really can't live without it, especially now. So on the bright side, there are countries that are going to implement rules, laws, regulations for AIs. We are trying to come up with ways on how we could try to minimize all the damages that AI can cause. Everyone's thinking, how do we make it so that people cannot abuse AI? lah?
Right. Okay. So, I mean, there's another one of the bright sides is it's that at least it's not a monopoly. So that like you don't control the market, all that
Yeah.
stuff. So you've definitely heard of DeepSeek before lah. It's penetrated the market. It really pushes the competition for like a lot of other like AI startups to do better. And DeepSeek is also open source. So basically, you don't get controlled by the companies. You get to have your own little DeepSeek in your computer. And yeah, it's nice lah with having open source, because DeepSeek nowadays, ChatGPT has been becoming very like a glazer.
Yeah. Oh
Every time,
god.
whenever ChatGPT would start like answering your questions, it would start becoming a glazer.
Yeah,
so,
it'll start with the praise. I once asked ChatGPT, I think, about my homework, and it just started out with like, "You have very good points. Do you want to try this instead?"
yeah, so having an open source AI bot, it would be nice because it lets you modify yourself by yourself. And not just that, I mean, some good parts of AI is it is definitely saving lives.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cases where like it has been a lot of medical companies and hospitals have started using AI to detect diseases like cancer and diabetes earlier and with higher accuracy. And I can attest to that with my uncle's daughter. My uncle's daughter works at like a microscope company.
Oh, okay.
And then they also implement this AI function where it can detect damaged blood cells.
Oh, that's so cool. Actually, whoa.
That's good.
I
So
don't.
it's
I'm
very
not
cool.
in like the medical industry, but like that is so cool. Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad. Another one is that AI-powered climate models have also, they use AI to detect any sort of weather forecast.
Oh yeah. I've heard about this one. This is great. I think AI can now detect like natural disasters with like more precision and more accuracy as well. So, which is great, because like because I think with the virus, like with how COVID-19 was like spread so rapidly a few years ago, now with the implementation of AI in fields like this, it will detect stuff more quicker, and it'll definitely benefit and help everyone.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely. And well, with all these users, right, there is some awareness to be had, because AI is good, but it's also for the public. So there's gonna be a lot of people exploiting it.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful.
You have to use in moderation lah.
Yeah, but the sad truth is definitely with everyone using AI, right, the only way for you to be future proof and to be kind of job proof right now is to be as knowledgeable about AI as possible.
You need to know how to use AI, at least in your industry. If you want to try and survive, you have to know how to use AI at this point.
Yeah. And if you don't, you do have to be technical about AI as well. You have to know how to, I mean, you don't have to know everything. You just have to know like
you just have to know how to use it.
how
I
to
feel.
use it,
Yeah.
specifically like in the industry
In
that
your
you're working
industry,
in.
Yep.
Yeah. If
Well-
not, you're gonna be behind the competition.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. But
Mm-hmm.
I will say, despite relying on AI and all that,
Yeah.
it's not taking over human connection anytime soon. There are still stupid things that like humans can do. That AI would never encourage, and AI could never do. And human connection is still, we all still have it despite being so reliant on AI, which is really, really good. My friends still text me without the use of AI. I hope that none of your friends, I hope that none of anyone's friends use AI to text them. Oh god.
Yeah. Well, we haven't got there yet. Okay, we haven't gotten to that point yet, but at least we can still celebrate now, right?
Yeah, we can still celebrate
Okay.
now. Before it all becomes a dystopian hellhole, we this is still a good place for us, I feel like.
Exactly. And I think that's all. That's all for today's live broadcast.
I think with that we are
So,
ending here.
we're
We are
ending
ending
here.
the segment of Talk Talk Tar right here.
We hope you learned something from us talking about AI.
Yeah, use AI in moderation. Yee.
All right. So we hope you enjoy, and we will see you next semester.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
All the best in your finals.
All the best in your finals.